Hi guys! The rabbits really like the new hutch that you might have seen in a previous video, and we also got them little fencing. Yes, it's probably like way smaller than before, but it's just so that they don't get out from the rabbit run. We also put it on concrete with some hay so that they can't dig. That's the simplest way to do it, so that way we don't have to move it, and it's also not as uncomfortable as it would be walking on wire. So far the rabbits have not dug out of their grass playpen, and they haven't been outside of their rabbit hutch until maybe 10 minutes ago when I decided that we would get this out because it is a beautiful day outside today, unlike what it has been like because it's winter here. We are planning on screwing this onto the hutch, but we've been using this pot as a weight and this log as a weight so that they can't push it, and they really like it. I think they like not having the wire on their feet, and I think they also like having a second story hutch because the previous one they'd never they hadn't had grass for months because it's that hutch is one story, which meant that we would only put hay in it, and they wouldn't get any grass because when we put grass there it would just die because there wasn't enough openness. So yeah, they're really happy. I also wanted to say that Bella, the Bengal cat that's been stressing our cat out recently, yeah, Monty. The last video you probably saw, if you saw that video, was us going to the vet and seeing if it was microchipped, and he wasn't microchipped, which was kind of a shame. So if you watched the video, then you would have noticed that we put a paper collar on it to see if anyone would respond and say that it was their cat, and it turned out it was their cat. So yeah, that was good. Then they responded and said that like that it was their cat, and that person doesn't live that far away from here. Actually, I'm not surprised that they live quite close. And he's been coming here and looking at our rabbits.
Yeah, and the reason she can't do this is because the owner goes to bed quite early, so she's alone for most of the night.
Yeah, so that's why he comes here, and he's been coming into our house like after we found out who owned him. He came through the cat flap into our house, and Monty was sleeping under the covers with me, and then he got out and all of a sudden started ruffling his fur and making himself look really big, and I was like, maybe he'll settle down eventually. He normally just stands up a bit, stretches, and then goes back down into a relaxing pose. But what happened this time was that he didn't. So I looked over and I see this black cat, and I'm like, what? I was like, oh no, Bella. So I turned the light on, shut the door, leave both the cats in there, walk down the hallway into my brother's room, and I say, James, Bella's in my room.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So James was kind of like really like what? And he was kind of tired, and then he came in and was just like, yay.
And you didn't even tell me.
Yeah, because you were asleep, and it was
Still
just
woke me up.
yeah, but then we took Bella and put him outside. For some reason, someone had meddled with the cat flap, and we didn't know how to fix the cat flap to make it so that they couldn't, so that Bella and Monty couldn't come in if they went outside. So we just tried changing it and then left. He's been coming to our house, but he hasn't really been he hasn't come into our house other than that. The thing that surprises me the most is that Monty doesn't really care at all when Bella comes. He's just like, who's that cat coming here? And then he's just like, oh, it's you. It doesn't matter too much. Monty. Monty does try and chase the rabbits sometimes, but he's never tried to hurt them. Like, he's never ever caught them or hurt them. He's just like sort of chased them around, which is kind of natural for a dog or a cat. They don't really have control over that. So I'm not worried about Monty. I'm more worried about letting them out here in this fenced area and then having Bella come and yeah, I quite like it. It's also the holidays, which means that I'll get to hang out with the rabbits a bit more and do a bit more YouTube videos. I'm planning on doing a YouTube video of the rabbits jumping. I was planning on doing that, but now that the rabbit run is super small, I don't think I'll be able to do that unless I get a rabbit harness, which I'm planning on making these holidays too. I was just planning on making one out of a sock by getting rid of its heel and the front where the toes are, and then like attaching like a string or something to it, so that way I could just stop them from going places that they shouldn't, so that I can just do things with them, because otherwise all I can really do is pat them and hold them. I also want to bring them inside occasionally. I used to do that all the time, but now I don't. And William, don't do that to them. That's not nice. William. No, you got Whiskers wet.
Oops, sorry, Whiskers.
I'm sorry, Whiskers.
And guys, smash that like button, subscribe button, and hit that notification button for more awesome videos.
William, don't. You never squirt the rabbits or the cat, okay? No. Then don't do
This
it.
thing doesn't use a trigger.
Sorry about that, guys. Other than that, I have nothing really I want to say. Other than I'm just gonna let the bunnies hang here for a while, and while I make the rabbit harness. So the bunny shall go in here. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys, other than that I sprained my ankle so bad that I had to have a bandage put on it. I've never had it sprained so badly. It's just I landed funny on my foot. So it's been sore for around 2 days now, ever since 2 days ago. But that's it for the video, guys. Bye.